Is flex space the next big thing for commercial real estate? Well, look at these buildings around me. Are these the next darlings of commercial real estate? Well, I have news for you. They're already popular, have been popular, are great for beginning commercial real estate investors. And guess what? The demand is still huge, huge demand still. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what flex space is. Number two, why is there such a huge demand still today? And number three, how to find them. Let's get started. Let's start off here with what is flex space. By the way, if you have any questions during this video, you can text me directly. Text Peter to 833-942-4516 at any point, okay? And we'll get back at you. All right, so what is flex space, right? Flex space, to give an example, it's a small metal building, 10,000 square foot minimum. It's a warehouse plus office combination. So imagine having an industrial warehouse space with an office to the side, okay? And it's basically, most of them are single story with 14-foot ceilings, really tall ceilings with big warehouse doors, okay? Hope you starting to get the picture now what they are, okay? Here's the typical tenant base. Typical tenant base is a blue-collar, mom-and-pop small business, okay? Such as an artist, an auto detailers, fitness centers, small manufacturing, even pickleball courts, okay? Even pickleball courts, because they need a flat surface with a tall ceiling, okay? All right, here's an example. Here's a student of ours, Dean, who invested in flex space, and he rents out a part of his flex space, okay, between 5,000 and 6,000 square feet for about $3,000. It's a CrossFit gym. You can see the picture there, right? And he has 11 other spaces connected to that building for other small businesses, and they include a vending machine company, there's a tire repair place, and there's an antique furniture store there, okay? So hopefully you get the picture now of what a commercial flex space is, all right? Let's move on to the next one. All right, let's jump right into why is there still such a huge opportunity for flex space around the country, okay? Quick backstory. I have a golden retriever that I feed raw food. And years ago, when I start feeding her raw food, I have to go find the company that would sell me raw food for her because she's such an athletic dog, and that's why I wanted to raise her. So anyway, I found this raw food company in the one of the worst parts of my city, right? So I drive down the street and I turn into this industrial complex, and it's a U-shaped formed of different flex spaces, okay? All single story. There's about 9 or 10 different companies in there. And 2 of the spaces are occupied by the raw food company, and around it there's auto parts, there's a curtain company, there's and a few manufacturing places, and I can barely get my truck in there to pick up the food, right? And so I go there, I pick up the food, and I drive out, and I drive down the street because I haven't been in that area for a long time. And every single place, that whole street is full of flex space, and everybody is packed, right? Why is that? Because they're all small businesses. There's no Amazon there. There's no big company. All small businesses align that street, and everything is full. So it made me think, wow, why is this so popular? Well, it's popular because the rents are cheap, and it's conducive to mom and pop small businesses having a place where they can grow their business and start there. All right, so I want to talk with you a little bit more about this opportunity as flex space. All right, number one, flex space is one of the most in-demand commercial property types today. It is. Case in point, for flex space, the occupancy rate in some cities are as high as multifamily. All of you know that it's very hard to find an apartment building for rent these days because everyone is occupied, right? All of our buildings are over 95% occupied for the year around, right? And it's been like that for years, and it's going to stay like that for years, right? Now, there is this article in the Business Observer, right? And it says that vacancy, okay, not occupancy, but vacancy in flex space in Sarasota, Florida, is at an all-time high. Okay, at an all-time high, right? And the all-time high is only 3.7%. Okay, wouldn't you like to have this problem where you're, man, my vacancy is at 3.7. Man, I'm occupied 97% all the time, and it was 99% a year ago. Wouldn't you like to be at 3.7% vacancy in your commercial property type? Compare that to an office building where I reside. It's about 47%. So 47% of the office buildings in my town are vacant. Okay, for flex space. Okay, in my town, it's hovering around this today. All right, so huge opportunity. This means that they're not building them fast enough to satisfy the demand. That's what that means. Okay, all right. The other thing, great thing where I see the opportunity is the tenant leases can be triple net. Okay, so you can have an industrial complex, a flex space of 4, 5, 10 different tenants, and all the leases can be triple net. Now I will put a video up there what triple net lease is, but let me tell you what it is. Triple net lease is a rental agreement between you and the tenant that the tenant pays for repairs. They pay for taxes, they pay for insurance, they pay for utilities. They pay everything associated with operating that building. And as you as a landlord, you don't pay anything. You don't pay any insurance. You don't pay any taxes. The tenants pay off all that. All you do is collect a check, okay? And you pay your mortgage if there's a mortgage. It's all you do. Triple net leases are a beautiful thing, okay? Imagine having a flex space building with 4, 5, 10 different tenants where you don't pay for any repairs, no roof costs, no taxes, no insurance. All you do is collect a check and pay your mortgage, and the rest is cash flow. Beautiful. All right. And the last thing here I'm going to share with you, because I saw this, okay, personally, is guess which property type suffered less during COVID-19? Guess what? All right. It was flex space. And the reason why is your tenant is surrounded by 4 metal walls. Okay. So you can go to your workplace. There's a small office there with maybe yourself or another person. And it's not like being in an office environment where you have desk after desk and you have people walking around. That's not what flex space is. Flex space is you are surrounded by 4 metal walls, so you can still conduct your business in there during COVID. All right, so COVID resistant, and it's just a great asset to have and to think about, in addition to multifamily, self-storage, mobile home parks, the other asset types we like too. This is a great alternative. All right. Okay. Hope I sold you there. Next, what I want to do is share with you how to find these opportunities. Let's do that next. All right. Here we are, how to find flex space. And what I'm going to do is share with you what you're looking for and then how to find them. Okay. So here's what you're looking for. You want to be in a high growth corridor. Okay. And wherever your location is, or you want to be in an established low cost area. Let me elaborate a little. Frontage, like city frontage off the main highway or main strip, is not necessary, because you're looking for more of a low cost area, a lot of land, lower level buildings, single story, industrial parks. Because if you look for frontage, like a great location, it's too expensive and the numbers won't work. Okay, all right. And for the size of flex space, this is an absolute minimum. Okay, 10,000 square feet, maybe on an acre, and but the larger your flex space is, okay, the more buildings you have, the better. Okay, the more cash flow, the higher the cash on cash, and the higher ROI. Okay, so go as big as possible, as big as you can afford. Next, you want the location to be central to transportation, highways, and urban areas. You can see that you do not need to be inside the city. Okay, it's too expensive there. Okay, you want to be more like in the county areas. Okay, so hopefully you get the picture of the location you need, not downtown, but on the outskirts of downtown. Okay, miles away. Okay, miles away. All right, now here's how you're going to find them. You can start by searching for FlexSpace on LoopNet.com and Crexi.com just to get a feel for how they're presented, what the numbers are, who the tenants are, and get a visual of everything there, okay? You're not going to buy anything off of LoopNet and Crexi because it's priced too high, right? So to get the best deals, you're eventually, right, you're going to have to get the best deals, you're going to have to go and get an off-market property, okay? You're going to have to find deals that are off-market. You're going to have to go direct to the property owner. Those are the best deals, okay? That's where you can do creative deals. That's where you get the lowest price. That's where you can get a feel for the seller motivation and then structure a great deal around the seller motivation where it's a win-win, no agents involved, okay? No third party, just you and the seller creating this relationship and creating a great deal for both sides. And that's what we do at our company here, okay? And speaking of that, we're teaching our students how to invest in FlexSpace, how to find it, in some cases, how to build it, right? We have one of those projects in Michigan going on right now, and then how to get financing for it and how to run all the numbers. If you're interested and you want to be mentored on how to jump into FlexSpace, right? There's a link that will appear where you can join and apply for our Protege program. We will love to have you and teach you how to get into this exciting field of FlexSpace, okay? It is for the beginner, and it's almost as popular as multifamily. And you know how popular that is too. All right, okay. Thanks, everyone. I know if this was a mid to short video, but if you hung out with me this far, you are absolutely my favorites, and I appreciate you so much. Please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thank you again for joining us, and I'll see you at the next video.